I was following my study in the American University of Beirut as anesthesiologist, as physician, specialized in anesthesiology. When I got the news about my first son, it was in 1973. It became a kind of mission for me to try to find a social space appropriate to my vision and to my expectation. I established an organization which is Friends of the Disabled Association, and we established then a a series of services since 1986 till now. 7 or 8 locations we changed it, but we are now located in Mishref, which is a very nice and beautiful area. We were able to have a lot of support from a lot of parties. The most important thing that in this march, in this journey from 1973 till 2000, till 2012, there were a lot of progresses in that regard, and we are able now to run a huge daycare center with full margin, full range of rehabilitation and special educational services, with a sharp tendency towards inclusive education and inclusive livelihood and inclusive housing and inclusive employment. About 5 months ago, we did have a kind of code of accessibility for new building. And there will be a chance for several years for those buildings who are not accessible to be accessible in 5, 10, 15 years. But it is now, in about 5 months, the Lebanese legislation was issued to provide people with disability physical accessibility, not so far accessibility for the blind or for sign language or for people person with infection. Physical accessibility, which is removing the geographic barriers. The most serious challenges in this field, in the field of disability, is the being in a third world country, living in a hectic economic condition, and a lousy kind of social policy and social services with a lot of I can say inappropriate priorities in the sustainable social development, where the interests of the government or the governments in this region tend to deal directly with priorities in all kinds of social services, which is schooling, housing, schooling, and water and electricity and telephone and communication, and leaving behind a lot of priorities. First of all, the coverage of essential human rights issues according to the needs and demands of the citizens, and among the minorities who are deprived from their rights, among them people with disability. Lebanon, as you know, is a country of 17 or 18 sectors, multi-sectarian country, and where you can find a lot of minorities, bigger or smaller, but almost all of them are very rich social diversity, where each party is trying to gain its rights and its demands. Among these different people are people with disability who are claimed to be minority and who are claimed to be social diversity rather than sick or ill or philanthropic objects. They are really a group of people who do have a lot of demands, a lot of rights which should be responded to. Sometimes they label them by people with special needs, invalid people. It's a big lie when they call them people with special needs. All these things which people need for their life, they are not special needs. They are vital needs, just like mobility, food, medicine, house, schooling, friendship, equality, full equality and full participation, equal opportunities. These are not special needs. People with disability are deprived from inability or from capacity building. They are deprived from being able. And people with disability are able-bodied people, given them the capacities, giving them the tools, the proper support and services, then they will be function as powerful as others. What we always hear from others, that these are mild or moderate or severe or profound disabled, that means they are enabled in several levels of inability. For us, as people who are living the disability, we tell these people who are claiming that people with disability are several levels, we tell them the problem is not with these people. These people are normal people, just like you. The thing which should be labeled are the support systems. Mild support system, moderate support system, severe support system, profound support system. Given these systems properly, then we will have normal people around us without any problems, because those people are there incapacitated, unable, because somebody is enabling them.
Been easily integrated into normal schools, but in the
So what kind of need would they need in normal school?
Around and a shadow teacher. No, they are not as fast as the other students. They need special, the shadow teacher to stay with him all day, and around the school should have the facilities for the wheelchairs to move around. The awareness, we don't have it much here in Lebanon. So this is why they are here. We are trying to give them as much as we can. We're trying. Now we have the morning session, the discussion. They talk, he talks to them. They need to have someone to listen to them and talk to them, like general awarenesses. They can't write it down, so he uses his energy by talking to them and explaining to them.
About what?
About what they did during the weekend, what they're going to do today, what they did tomorrow, what are they going to do tomorrow, if they have any problem at home. And And today's subject about how to respect each other and how to respect the adult. Yeah, that's today's discussion.
The legislation in most of the Arab countries, almost, in spite of all the progresses and all the liberalism, all the democracy, human rights, they are still living in miserable conditions. 95% of Lebanese, of children with disability are out of schools. 5 or 10% are in special education. 0.001 are included in schools or included in the labor market or in housing or independent living. These are dreams which is written in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disability. 15 to 18 countries of Arab countries ratified the convention. Go and see how people with disability are living in these countries. There is no subsidies for the people with disabilities in these countries or in Mediterranean countries. There is no stipend or support household, nothing, no 1 pence. There is no governmental school for people with disability. People with disability are enrolled in special schools, in private centers. 90% of our students are free of charge. We only accept the support of the government for tuition fees, which are about $6 per day. Simple session with physiotherapy costs $15. Speech therapy, $15. Psychotherapy, $15. Ergotherapy or occupational therapy, $15. These are $60 per day. You are paying it, and you are getting $6 from the government as a support stipend, and you are striving to increase it. No way. All the services are being done on the philanthropic basis in this country. Women hold double disability. Being women is one thing, and being disabled is another thing. The most important thing which nobody tells about women in the Eastern countries is the service provider at home. She is holding silently, faceless, wordless, and nameless. They are the service provider for their sons with disability, for their husband with disability, for her father-in-law with disability, for her uncle with disability. People, the gender, not only she is second class or third class, she is the holder of all the catastrophes. Silently, faceless, nameless, and voiceless. She is suffering from all these disability because she is servicing, she is providing service. No government, no legislation. This is gender. You are telling gender. I'm telling gender from other side of the story. Also, women without disability who are living much worse condition than women with disability. If one father hold his son and smile in his face, oh, what a great father! But the woman is living day and night, sitting, covering, changing diapers, feeding, bathing, brush toothing, everything. Nobody tells her, good job. Nobody tells her, what a good mother. Nobody. But if father put the shoes, wow, look, he is. In 2006 issued what's his name in 13 December 2006 issued what is called United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disability, which is a kind of social political tool to be adopted by the governments of the world, through which persons with disability can enjoy the full range of their human rights. Inaccessibility. In March 25, 26, 27, I'll be in Amman. We'll study the fate of implementation of the United Nations Convention Item 12, Item 19, and Item 23. The Item 12 is speaking about the legal capacities of people with disability. Legal capacity, that means to have the person with disability, to make him enjoy the full range of personal rights, of going to banks, of marrying, of decision, of taking responsibility about his own decision and likes and dislikes, and to have the full range of choices. And this is not the case in the Arab world. In the Arab world, a person with disability should go to marry. He has to have somebody to be guardian for him. It's silly. Guardian for person to marry, guardian for person to go to the bank account, guardian for the person to go to court.
Is it different if it's a physical disability or
Yes,
so people with physical impairments?
Yes,
need a guardian.
Yes. Legal capacity is one of the items which deletes this kind of discrimination. Persons with disability enjoy full range of personal choices, decision making. You can tell me what about person with profound level of intellectual disability? I can say no, he has to enjoy his full right in choices. You see me, you tell me how? I can tell you this is not his problem. You have discovered, you went to the moon, you do some atomic bombs, you do some. Why these people are not enjoying these rights? We have a kind of system to enjoy the support person who is not necessarily his father or mother or sister or brother. Maybe he is a driver, maybe he is a policeman, maybe he is somebody in the street, or somebody met him somewhere else once. This guy, whenever the person with profound autism make communication with that support person default and make a kind of mutual understanding. How? Don't tell me. I cannot tell you how. This should be decided, so that this guy who is support person, who has a good maximum communication system with that guy, and he can translate whatever wishes, choices, wills, and person with profound intellectual disability who is over 18 years of age, father and mother and sister, and don't have the right to sign on his behalf, or to marry on his behalf, or to open bank account on his behalf. Article 19 says the right of person with disability to live independently, no matter how much he has his ability. Living independent and being included in the society. What does it mean? That means you have to create a warm society for him, because he deserves it. He has the right for this warm, welcoming atmosphere, welcoming school, welcoming labor place, welcoming housing, welcome. And everywhere he is there in a space which is for him. Very rarely you can find people with intellectual disability to have merit. They are stigma, and it is a kind. They want them to be sterilized, not to have the right of being enjoy social family life. This is a huge violation of human rights. Talks about the inclusive education. Also there are Dakar declarations, then Salamanca 1, then Salamanca 2. Those are declarations, one of them 1990, the other 1994, the third 2009. All of them are talking about the necessity of putting the children in the same place where they were supposed to be if they were not disabled. That means to be included. And the inclusive education is a long way to go. It's a journey. And it's not easy to dump them, and you have to have a kind of welcoming area which is having a multiple kind of stakeholders who can play a role in the process of inclusive education.